This has started again through a challenge from industry. Essentially, we were dealing with a large manufacturer where there was a lot of potential for substitutions, where the price was such that the retailers could not keep up and maintain the inventory. They had a lot of inventory, but they didn't have the right inventory at the right time. We began to ask, okay, how can we show this to people in industry? So we needed to have a measure. That's where the PAR, which is the product availability ratio in the early ways we did it, which was, okay, for product A, if he comes in with wanting product A, there's that probability it will be able to serve it. We began to do this for every single product in the loop. So we combine all that to be able to show that this store, okay, has a PAR of 85%, while this other store has a PAR of 40%, and the other one has a PAR of 98%. And then what we began to do is correlate, okay, the quality, the performance of these retailers and match it with what we measured as a PAR. Autonomy has a lot to do with the traditional safety stock. If we look at the total inventory that I need for my hammers, okay, to try to achieve a given PAR in the right autonomy, let's say it's 5,000, then essentially by distributing the stock through the network, we're not climbing it higher than 5,000. We're roughly keeping on that order of magnitude, but now being smart, we're able to get high performance everywhere. Suppliers are very important, and depending on the case, sometimes we have suppliers that are internal to the company. What we're doing is trying to understand, okay, the supplier and feed the supplier with our information. So we will run very focused, okay, simulations. Think of it as we have the equivalent of a digital twin, okay, of what's happening, and we're playing all kinds of what if scenario on this and trying to figure out, okay, what is best, and try to make sure that this is managed very, very smartly. And the logic is we have 10,000 products, we have 100,000 products and 1 million products, and we can just kind of do it. We're against that thinking, okay? The speed of computing, the fact that we can have networks, the cloud, etc. And the way we're thinking about it from an interconnected, distributed way, it makes it so that we can have localized decisions, okay, that are interconnected with information, and we can do much richer type of logic. So that's one fundamental. Second, very rarely is there any link between the inventory policies, the replenishment, and the way they take their key decisions with profitability, okay, and matching the revenue side and the cost side, and all this well integrated in one set. So that's the kind of approach and caring approach, in-depth, okay, approach that we provide. In industry, okay, we use numerous metrics, okay, to validate, okay, how good we're doing with supply chain. What's important here is that they're backward-looking metrics. Okay? They're metrics that tell you, okay, how good you did. It's very different now. Now we're looking forward. We're telling how well did you poise yourself so that you're going to be able to do good in the future. Okay, and that is a very fundamental difference. That's what PAR and autonomy are for. Logic has built a very interesting relationship with Georgia Tech and the Supply Chain Logistics Institute and the Physical Internet Center, which basically has access to some of the top students in the world, the top faculty in the world. So this relationship, what it is now, what it's becoming, is core to Logic because it offers a depth normally startups rarely have access to, and most important, it brings a lot of synergy and value added and originality to the solutions, and builds capabilities and performance that otherwise would not be reachable.